Hi everyone, this is just a quick video to show you how you can set a pretest for your students going into term 2 just to see what they already know before you start teaching a topic. To set a pretest, we first want to go into the Assessments tab and then we're going to set an assessment. You can see here we have our 3 different options, but we're going to choose a quick test. Our quick tests turn our smart lessons into an assessment by removing the information slides. The first thing we need to do is pick who, so I'm just going to pick the staff. What we then need to go into the content library and choose the content that we wish to create the pretest for. When I go into, for example, if I'm creating this for Year 10 chemistry, when I go into the chemical world and choose atoms, you will see that there's a revision folder. If I select that folder, it will choose all of the lessons within that folder. And what should be in those revision folders is work from the previous stage that the student should know about, in this case, atoms. So I'm going to go into all of these the chemistry topics in Year 10 and pick all of those really quickly. So I've got a nice big bank of lessons to choose from. So now I have 46 lessons to choose from. I could go in and get rid of a few of those if I wished, so naming ionic compounds and things. And then I'm going to confirm my selection. If I scroll down a little bit, I can now see that I have a bank of 652 questions. So obviously creating an assessment for 652 questions is going to take the students quite a long time. So what I might do for starters is come up here and I might get rid of some of these specific tasks that I don't really want the students to have a look at. So writing chemical reactions, equations. Okay, so you get the picture. You can come through and just choose to get rid of different lessons, and you'll see that as we do that, it will reduce the number of questions that we have available. So now we have 418 questions available, and I could continue to reduce that, the number of lessons, and it will continue to reduce the number of questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the students 60 questions from this bank, and it should take the students about 53 to an hour and 20 minutes to complete. I'm going to rename this my chemistry pretest, so I know what those results are when I come back. When I can choose when the students are going to sit this task, so we don't obviously go back to school until Monday. So if I know I have Year 10 Monday period 3, so starting at 12 o'clock, and I want them to do it in class, so I'm going to have it close Monday at 3 p.m. so they can't get onto it when they get home from school. With the assessment conditions, I'm going to give the students 45 minutes to complete the test. It should take them between 53 and an hour and 20, but I know I've only got a 50-minute period, so I'm just going to give them 45 minutes. I'm not going to let them pause the timer as I want them to focus on it for the whole time. I'm going to give them a single attempt. I just want to find out what the students know, so I'm going to generate a unique assessment for each student. I'm going to enable full screen monitored mode so they can't jump out and try to Google answers, but I'm not going to worry about an access code as I know that I'm just interested in the students who are in my class at that time. The results will be marked by the system and I will not choose to withhold the results from the students. However, I'm going to manually review the recommendations before assigning them. Because we're using this as a pretest and we're most likely going to use these lessons throughout the term in our teaching, we don't really want to set those recommendations. We want to be able to have a look at the results and then come back and set those recommendations or assign specific lessons ourselves. So once we've done all of that, next thing we do is hit set assessment and it will tell us that we've successfully created our task. We can come in here and change any of these things that we want. So we could go back in and get rid of some more of those questions if we think that it's a bit too many. But then when the students log in on Monday at 12 o'clock, they'll see the assessment on their dashboard. They've got the 45 minutes to complete it, and then you will get the feedback, and so will they. So I hope that helps you get organized for the beginning of term 2. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to get in touch. Thank you.